G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of Flashlight Crazy. Today I'm reviewing the Acebeam Defender Series P16. Let's check it out. Okay, so apart from the light, of course, and the battery, inside the box of the Defender P16, you will get a USB-C to USB-A charger. Underneath here, you will get your warranty information, you will get a lanyard, and you will get 2 spare O-rings, which is a nice little additive. Now, the packaging is actually quite nice. I like this new style of packaging with the Acebeam, how they put the light in the top foam area and then place that in, and underneath that is the accessories. That's really cool. Now, of course, guys, you will get your user manual. So inside here is the juicy stuff. That is it in Chinese, and that is it in English. So I will go over this, but it basically just explains to you about tactical mode, daily mode, how to swap, battery installation, the insulating film, and what that's used for, and the run times and outputs. So I'll go through that with you, no worries. All right, so at first glance, the Acebeam P16 is a very attractive light. This is absolutely gorgeous. You can see there the TIR lens. You've got a sort of crenulated, bumpy strike bezel, which is just, in my opinion, the perfect amount of aggression. I know I've said that a couple of times, but this style of bezel is perfect. Anything more is a bit much for me, and anything less is, you couldn't really call it a strike bezel. But the machining on this light is utterly brilliant. I'm just so impressed with how it feels. It feels bulletproof, and it certainly looks bulletproof. Now, moving on to the pocket clip, it is, as you can see, a 2-way pocket clip. So that's really, really cool. You can have it lens down or lens up. And another really cool thing about this is that pocket clip is not gonna go anywhere because it's actually stuck. So you unscrew the light head, and there is where the pocket clip goes. I'll just take that off all the way. And see there, the pocket clip kind of sits in that little groove and will not go anywhere once you screw the light head over it. Only negative about that is you can't change the position of the pocket clip. It will remain there if you want a pocket clip on. That's it. There's the contact area down there. Nice, beautiful spring. There's the battery inside there, 18650 button top, and it does have an insulating film or tube in the tube of the actual light, which kind of helps the battery sit in there nice, and also helps with contact. Now, screwing the head back on, no problem. It does come off at the end as well. There's the battery and the insulating film just where the battery is sitting. There's the contact of the tail cap and the spring there, which hits the 18650 3100 milliamp battery. Screwing that back in. Now, the tail cap. Acebeam's dual tail cap system. So you have the rubber clicky, which gives you momentary or constant on. I've got it on memory in full output, but you can cycle through modes when the light's on, and when the light's off in tactical mode, it will give you instant strobe with the mode button. Okay. So tail click is very, very cool. Very, very Nice design. Feels really great in the hand. Look at that. Feels really great. I'll give you a size comparison. So that's the Welltool T14C LH8 head, and that is the Acebeam P16. Both 18650 lights. So you can see here, head size, the diameter is a little bit bigger on the P16, but it's a lot shorter. Really nice. I love that. I love this light. It's a really great light. Got some heat-seeking areas here, nice and deep. I reckon that will probably aid in temperature control. Lanyard area on the pocket clip. And I love how slim the body gets and then kicks back out in the head and kicks out at the tail cap. Makes for a very, very comfortable feel in hand. Really, really comfortable. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And just very easy to, very easy to work with your thumb right there. Bang, 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 bang. Just perfect. Protrudes enough so you can use it as a, blunt object if you need to in a sticky sitcho. But very impressive style and design on this light. All right, let's move on to the measurements. So Acebeam P16, we have 3 centimeter face end to end. We have the body tapering in at 2.2 centimeters, I'll say. Tail cap kicking back out at 2.6 centimeters. Size of the tail clicky is quite small. It's about 1 centimeter. And then the size of the mode button is 1.1 centimeters at its longest area there. So that's the dimensions for you. And I forgot to say, it is relatively deep carry, this pocket clip, if you have it lensed down. So not crazy amount of deep carry, but well and truly enough for me. Yep. All right, let's weigh the Acebeam P16. Okay, so the Acebeam P16 with the battery and the pocket clip and everything on it weighs 160.56 grams. So it's a very usable weight, this light. I truly love this light. The more I play with this light, the more I have this light and test it and use it, the more I love it. I think it's just incredible. Now, let's just talk about that lens for a second. So see here how you've got a really big hotspot, and the brighter the output, the bigger the hotspot. So the LED down here that is pushing out all that light is the SFT40 LED, luminous SFT40. And the customized TIR optic lens is what provides you that light transmission for a lot of throw in that enormous hotspot. Okay, so I'm loving the TIR lenses in Acebeam. They're just really, really well done. All right, let's go over the UI of the Acebeam Defender P16. So this is in tactical mode, which basically means if I press the memory button from off, it's just going to go into strobe, instant strobe. All right. Other than that, it's basically the same as daily mode, except the memory button will do a different function in daily mode. So in either mode, really, it will have memory mode. So this is the low output of 50 lumens. That'll give you about 22 hours of runtime, and it'll go for 105 meters. Step it up to medium. That's 260 lumens. It's going to give you about 5 hours of runtime, and that'll go about 184 meters. Now high, that's 900 lumens. You'll get that for 3 minutes before it steps down to 700 lumens, and you'll get that for another hour and 45 before it steps down again. And that is turbo, which is 1800 lumens, and that's going to give you 50 seconds of runtime before it steps down to 700 lumens, which will give you 83 minutes. And then it'll step down further before shutting off. Now on turbo, you get 484 meters of throw and 58,000 candela. And I didn't mention this, I forgot, I'm sorry. But on high, you will get 321. So let's just get it back to high. On high, you will get 321 meters and 25,000 candela. So the candela doubles on turbo and you get an extra 160 meters or so. All right. Now, to change this from either tactical to daily or daily to tactical mode, it's a bit of a process. So let's do it together. You're going to hold down the mode button for 3 seconds. And after that, you're going to click the tail clicky while still holding the mode button. That's going to get you into what they call the breathing light, which is mode selection state. And then all you have to do from that is click the function switch to swap from strobe to SOS. Strobe being representing tactical mode, SOS representing daily mode. So I'll show you now. Hold the strobe button down. 1, 2, 3. Then click that. Now we're in the breathing light mode, which is asking me to choose the mode. If I click that, that means SOS. That's going to put me in daily mode if I click the tail cap. If I do that, that's strobe. That'll put me in tactical mode if I click the tail cap. Let's go into daily mode. Click. Okay. So now in daily mode, the function switch is now going to give you an ultra low, which is just your low of 50 lumens. All right. That gives you an ultra low. If it will stay a constant on if you hold it for a few seconds. Otherwise, it'll just give you momentary. Okay, now if you leave it constant on, after a few seconds of holding, turn it off, you just click the function button again. That's it. Other than that, the light's going to function in the exact same way. So that's low, 50 lumens, up to 260, up again to 900, up again to turbo. If I turn it off, turn it back on, memory mode. Turn it off in medium, turn it back on, memory mode. So this light has the same functions from daily mode to tactical mode. It has memory mode in both modes. The only difference is the function switch in daily mode is going to offer you an instant low, whereas the function switch in tactical mode is going to offer you instant strobe. So I actually like this light in daily mode, because what I do is I make sure that I've got the light on turbo and then I turn it off on turbo. Now I know that when I momentary or click that tail clicky, it's coming on in turbo. But I also know that if I need an instant low, I just click the function switch. So to me, daily mode is more useful. I'm not a massive fan of strobe. I think it's more than anything, I think it's actually just a marketing ploy to say that, you know, strobing is amazing. I think that strobe isn't going to do anything for an attacker that a constant on turbo can't do. And I honestly think you've got a bit more control of the situation with a constant on than with a strobe, or a momentary for that matter, than with a strobe. Just my opinion. Other people are surely going to think differently, but that's just my opinion. So that's the UI for this light, guys. Now, this light doesn't have a lockout system, but it will lock out if you just unscrew the tail cap 1.5 turns. All right, screwing it back on will turn the light back on. So you need to actually manually lock it out. There's no electronic lockout in this light. All right, so let's go outside for some beam shots. I did them last night. Very, very impressive. The combination of the Luminous SFT40 plus the TIR optic lens is very, very impressive. So can't wait to show you guys. Let's head on out there and we'll be back in a moment. See you soon. All right, here it is. The Acebeam P16. And if you don't mind, that's on turbo, 1700 lumens. And look at that hotspot. Thank you, Candela. Thank you, TIR optic lens. That's just sensational. Look at the size of the hotspot. Lighten up that tree like nothing. The entire tree, about 100, 110 meters away. Up there, it's just like a spotlight. Only 1700 lumens, but because of the style of lens and the amount of candela, it is looking like a spotlight. That's sick. Now we got low. Look how usable low is because of the candela. Oh, sorry, mate. I think you dropped your wallet. There it is. P16. Thank you. Medium. High. And turbo. That's so cool. Handheld, spotlight. You know, usable up to about 100 meters. I know it says more, but you know, proper usable up to about 100 meters, I'd say. Anything beyond that's probably just still a bit faint in terms of the light hitting it. But that's awesome. Hell yeah. I don't want to put this down. This is so cool. There's the beam for you. A lot of spill as well. A lot of usable spill. It doesn't seem it because of how bright and large the hotspot is, but there's actually a lot of usable spill here. Really, really usable. Huh, that's just so cool. All right. Better head back to the lab. See ya. All right, I wasn't lying, was I? The Acebeam P16 is a brilliant, brilliant light with a beautiful hotspot, large hotspot. Definitely gives you some really nice spill as well, but that hotspot is just impressive, man. Really impressive. I hope Acebeam continues to make lights with this TIR optic lens. It's just really, really a special thing. I'm very, very impressed with it. So guys, this light is available at Maxbeam Australia. That's where I got this from, maxbeam.com.au. It's also available from lightshop.com.au and of course the Acebeam website direct. So I will leave links in the description below about where to get this light in all of those three companies. But honestly, guys, if you're in the market for an 18650 basically everyday / self-defense light, this is almost perfect. I'm actually struggling to find anything wrong with it, to be honest. This could be a real contender for the perfect self-defense / practicality everyday light. It's a good size. It comes in with your instant turbo as well as instant low. It has a two-way pocket clip. It has a strike bezel, which is not too aggressive. It has TIR optics with the SFT40 LED, and it's an 18650. Ugh, guys, I don't know, man. Well tool. I just don't know if this one's kind of beaten you. I guess one of the downsides is that if you do forget to leave it in turbo, for example, and then you think it's in turbo and you go to use turbo to protect yourself and it's not in turbo, that can be a problem. So yeah, just remember to leave it in turbo if that's your intended use for it, to use as a kind of stunning self-defense light. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching today. Don't forget to like and subscribe on this channel if you enjoy these videos. And until next time, guys, stay cool, stay safe, and I will see you again on another episode of Flashlight Crazy. See ya.